Hello friends, welcome to the video lecture series on artificial intelligence and machine learning. I am Dr. Dafda, and in this 46th video class of AIML, we will understand searching with non-deterministic actions. In the previous video class, we studied local search in continuous spaces. There we studied how optimization problem can be solved using gradient-based methods. In this video class, we will study another important topic called searching with non-deterministic actions. Starting with the name, searching with non-deterministic actions means we cannot precisely determine that what will be the action of our artificial intelligent agent. Until now, all the search problems that we solved assume that every action always give the expected result. But in real world, this is not always true. Sometimes an action may produce different possible outcomes. For example, a robot may sleep while moving, a vacuum cleaner may not clean properly, or a self-driving car may face unexpected road conditions. Such problems are called non-deterministic problems. So in this video, we will learn how AI agents plan their actions when the result of an action is uncertain. Okay, so let us start. Before understanding the algorithm, let us first understand the difference between the deterministic and non-deterministic environments. In a deterministic environment, every action has only one possible result. For example, in the 8 puzzle problem, if we move the blank tile to the left, we always know exactly what the next state will be. So a simple sequence of actions is enough to reach the goal. However, in a non-deterministic environment, one action may produce multiple possible results. The agent cannot predict exactly what result will occur. Therefore, instead of preparing only one sequence of actions, the agent prepares a contingency plan which tells what to do for every possible outcome. To understand non-deterministic search, we use the famous vacuum word example. The environment contains 2 rooms, A and B. The vacuum cleaner can move left, can move right, or clean the current room using the suck action. As shown in the figure, there are 8 different possible states depending on the position of vacuum cleaner and whether each room is clean or dirty. States 7 and 8 are the goal states because both rooms are clean. So in a deterministic environment, finding a sequence of actions is very easy. Now let us make this environment unpredictable. Now we introduce uncertainty into the vacuum world. Suppose the vacuum cleaner is not perfect. It is erratic. So when it performs the suck action, 3 different things may happen. It may clean only the current room. It may also clean the neighboring room. Or if the room is already clean, it may accidentally deposit dirt. So because of this uncertainty, the action no longer produces only one result. Instead of using result function which returns only one state, we now use the results function which returns a set of possible states. So as shown in the figure, from state 1 where both the rooms are dirty, after suck it may reach state 5 where it has cleaned the current room, and it may also reach state 7 where it has cleaned the adjacent room also. So this is the main difference between the deterministic and non-deterministic search. Okay. See, in deterministic search, we simply write a sequence of actions. But in a non-deterministic environment, one sequence is not enough. The agent must be prepared for every possible outcome. And this type of solution is called the contingency plan. As shown in the figure, the agent first performs the suck action. If the resulting state is state 5, it moves right and performs suck again. Otherwise, if the environment has already reached the goal state, no further action is needed. Therefore, a contingency plan is similar to the if, then, else statement in programming. The equation will be like this: perform suck if state is equal to 5, then move right and suck again, else do nothing. Now we need a search tree that can represent uncertainty. This is called an AND OR search tree. There are 2 different types of nodes. The first is the OR node. At the OR node, the agent chooses one action such as left, right or suck. And the second is the AND node. At the AND node, the environment decides which possible outcome actually occurs. Since every possible outcome must be considered, the search tree alternates between OR nodes and AND nodes. As shown in this figure, the state nodes, this 1, 2, 5, 7, etc. are the OR nodes, where some action must be chosen. And these circles are the AND nodes. And every outcome must be handled by these AND nodes, which is shown by the arc linking the outgoing branches. For example, if it is in state 1, it can either move right or suck. So after performing suck for state 1, the possible outcomes are reaching goal state or reaching state 5. So obviously after suck state, we will reach state 5 where room A is clean and B is still dirty. Again, either it will perform suck or move right. After moving right, it will reach state 6 where it will either perform suck or either move left. And after performing suck in room B, it will reach state 8, which is our goal state. So the solution path will be like this. Okay, and see, not every subtree is a valid solution. A correct solution must satisfy 3 conditions. First, every leaf node must be a goal node. Second, at every OR node, the agent selects only one action. And third, at every AND node, the solution must include every possible outcome because the environment can choose any one of them. And this guarantees that the agent can reach the goal regardless of which outcome occurs. Okay. The AND OR graph search algorithm is used to find a contingency plan. It starts from the initial state. At OR nodes, it chooses one action. At AND nodes, it explores all possible outcomes. If a state repeats on the same search path, the algorithm stops exploring that branch to avoid infinite loops. And the search continues until all the branches reach a goal state. Now consider another type of uncertainty. Suppose the floor is slippery. When the vacuum cleaner moves right, it may fail and remain in the same state. In this situation, a normal contingency plan is not enough. The agent must keep trying until the action succeeds. This is called the cyclic solution or the try again strategy. The plan contains a loop that repeats the action until the desired state is reached. Now sometimes an action may fail several times before succeeding. So instead of writing the same action repeatedly, we use a loop. The agent keeps performing right action while it is still in state 5. So if state is equal to 5, go to L1, that is right. And this is a loop. And as soon as the movement succeeds, it continues with the next action, that is suck. So this type of looping plan is called a cyclic solution, and it is useful in many real-world robotic applications. Let us see the applications of non-deterministic search. See, searching with non-deterministic actions is widely used in real-world AI systems. Why? Because remember, uncertainty is common. Robots may encounter unexpected obstacles, self-driving cars face challenging traffic conditions, and drones experience wind disturbances. Medical diagnosis also involves uncertainty because the same symptoms may indicate different diseases. And by using contingency plans and/or search, intelligent agents can make robust decisions even when outcomes are unpredictable. So in this video class, we studied that deterministic search assumes every action has a single predictable outcome. When actions become uncertain, we must use the contingency plans instead of fixed action sequences. We introduced the erratic vacuum word to illustrate non-deterministic actions and learned how and/or trees model both agent choices and environment outcomes. We also studied the and/or graph search algorithm and finally explored cyclic solutions using the try again strategy. And these concepts provide the foundation for planning under uncertainty and prepare us for more advanced topics in AI such as partially observable environments and probabilistic reasoning. Okay, so that is all for this video class. You will find the link to download the PPTs and the Python codes from the description box. Thank you very much.